Could your gut be the reason you have a hormone imbalance? Hello everyone, welcome back to Peak Vitality TV. My name is Dan Kellams, and today I want to talk with you a little bit about how the gut influences your hormone balance. Now, when you have hormone imbalances, it can show its way in many different aspects. So you may see that you have lower energy. Maybe you have some weight gain. Maybe you have issues with acne. Maybe you have issues with muscle tone. Could be fatigue. It could also be that you're having some type of fertility problem. And so there's a lot of things that can drive this process, but the gut has a huge role. Now, what is the gut's specific role in these? One is the last phase of detoxification is reliant upon the gut. So if your gut can't properly eliminate waste product, then you can get a backflow and a reabsorption of hormone waste that you're trying to get rid of. See, every time your body uses some type of hormone, it then has to get rid of the waste product of the hormone metabolism. And if that can't be done properly, well, those products are considered endocrine disruptors, which means they're hormone disruptors. So if your gut can't properly eliminate, then you're gonna have issues with your hormones. Another problem is your gut absorbs your nutrients. If you can't absorb nutrients, that means your body doesn't have the resources it needs in order to make your hormones or to properly regulate the balance. And that's a big problem. And another piece, and this is one that a lot of people don't know about, is the bacteria in your gut. All these microbes in your gut, they influence the microbes all over the body. And in women, there are specific bacteria that are supposed to be in the uterus and the fallopian tubes and pretty much all of our sex organs. So we have bacteria all over our body. And so the health and quality of your gut microbes are going to affect our bodies. Matter of fact, it's known as the estrobolome. So it's how these bacteria influence our hormone levels. So what can you do? Well, the thing is you got to get that gut barrier fixed. You need to make sure you have good bacteria in there. You don't want to have things that aren't supposed to be there, right? You don't need parasitic or opportunistic bacteria or microbes. You don't want any candida, yeast, things like that. You also need to make sure that the junctions in your gut are really tight. So things like stress and medication, poor sleep, all of these things can make that barrier opened up. So having a clean diet, eating on a regular basis, have good fiber in your diet, make sure you're getting probiotics, manage your stress, those are all key. And if you're really struggling, one of the things you need to do is get the right testing. So when women or men come into our office and they've been struggling with things like infertility, hormone disruption, or autoimmunity, one of the first places we look is the gut. Hope that helps you out. If you know someone that's been suffering from any of the things I talked about today, please feel free to share this video with them. And tune in for next week. We're going to cover some more information. Everybody have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. Take care.